Al-Dareyn Modern School, hoyga aqoonta.
Hi, and welcome to this grammar lesson covering present perfect. Okay, present perfect. The present perfect is performed from the present tense of the verb have and the past participle of a verb. Okay, so the present perfect is performed from the present tense of the verb have. Okay, so the present perfect is performed from the present tense of the verb have and the past participle of a verb. The past participle, we'll come to know that. So, for example, when do we use present perfect? We use present perfect for something that started in the past, and continues in the present time. Examples are: they have been friends for nearly 50 years. They have been friends for nearly 50 years. They've been friends for nearly 50 years. Okay, so have been friends for nearly 50 years. He has lived in Berbera all his life. So we said the present perfect is formed from the present tense of the verb have. So it could be has, it doesn't have to be have. Lived, which is the past participle, has lived all his life in Berbera all his life. Okay, so that's for something that started in the past and continues in the present. They have been friends for nearly 50 years. Started in the past, they've been friends in the past. And what about now? They're still friends and they continue to be friends in the future. Okay, has lived in Berbera all his life. He's lived in Berbera all his life. So it started in the past. However, it continues in the present. He's still living in Berbera. Okay. Wait. When we are talking about our experience up to the present, so the first time we use present perfect is when is for something that started in the past and continues in the present. And in the second scenario is when we are talking about our experience up to the present. So our experience up to the present. Let's give examples of this. So these are the examples. So our experience up to the present. We're talking about our experience up to the present time. I have seen that film before. My experience up to the present, because the film is still. I have seen that film before. I have played football ever since I was a teenager. I've played football. So I played football in the past. So that's my experience. But still, I'm playing football because I'm still a footballer. That's what it means. Okay. He has written 3 books and he is working on another one. He has written books. He's an author, but he's still authoring, which, you know, is the experience of the past up to the present time. Okay, so present perfect using when in present perfect. So when is used with when you're using when, the word when in present perfect. That's what we're talking about, and we'll give examples of that. When is used with a clause with an activity that is a short interruption, occurs at nearly the same time or shortly after another activity. Okay, so when we have dropped, so let's give an example of those. So we said when is used in a short with an activity that is a short interruption. So in short interruption. So short interruption. a short interruption. So here, okay, so occurs at nearly the same time or shortly after another activity. These are the examples. When we have dropped the anchor, the ship will stop. Occurs at nearly the same time, or yeah. So this exactly occurs almost the same time. When we have dropped the anchor, as soon as we drop the anchor is what you throw when you want to stop the metal part. That's like a hook. When you throw when you want to stop, you want to make the ship come to a stop. So as soon as you throw the anchor or drop the anchor, the ship will stop. So that's like almost the same time, or after shortly after it. When everyone has finished the activity, the students will be dismissed. So as soon as you finish the activity, you will be dismissed, means you can go home. Okay, so that's like nearly the same time or very short. Nearly the same time or shortly after. Okay. So that's when is used. That's when is used. Yeah. Okay. So until or till in the present perfect. When in the present perfect, until or till is used. Two words. Till or till. That's what we're going to focus on. Until is used as a conjunction. Okay, until is used as a conjunction. Okay, as a linking word. For example, I will stay here until he arrives. I will stay here until he arrives. So this until is a conjunction that is linking, a linking word that links between my staying here in the future and him arriving. Okay, so until is used as a linking word in present perfect. So examples, when we use a negative construction with nots. So with nots in the main clause, until means not before. So if you use not, the word not, if you use not with it. Okay. So if you use not, yeah, with until. That means is going to be before, becomes before, the meaning becomes before. For example, let's give example. The ship will not stop until we have dropped the anchor. The ship will not meaning the ship will not stop before we drop the anchor. It will not stop before we drop the anchor. So it will not stop before we drop the anchor. Okay, so it changed to if the word not is used, okay, with until and not are used together, that means the meaning becomes before. Okay, the captain will not leave until everyone has disembarked. So the captain will not leave until everyone has embarked. The difference between this and the last examples is basically, in the last examples we had until, but there was no not. So if not goes with the negative construction, goes with until, okay, if the negative construction is there, until becomes, the meaning of until means, so my mistake. So the meaning of until here, in these two examples, the meaning of until means before. So before. So this is before. This becomes before, okay? So the ship will not stop until. The ship will not stop before. The ship will not stop before, so my mistake. So if the word not is used, that means in the sentence with until will become, the meaning of until will change to before. Okay? Alright, so I want you to do these exercises now. Try doing these exercises and complete the sentences using the correct tense of the word in brackets. So the words in brackets here are, so the words in brackets, so you use the words in brackets. So the words in bracket, for example, here, do, okay, eat, watch, wash, arrive, rest. You need to use those words, the correct version of that, and fill it in here. You will not go until you're not going to use the word do exactly as it is. Until, remember what we said at the beginning, right at the beginning, about what we're talking about, present perfect. Okay, remember what we said at the beginning. So if we go back at the beginning to the, if we go back to the beginning here, it says past. So present perfect is performed from the present tense of the verb have and the past participle. Have and the past participle. You're going to use have and the past participle together. So in the exercise that I've given you, make sure you use have or has with past participle. Okay, the past participle. The past participle. So here we go. So try doing that. Give you a few minutes to do that, and I'll come back to you. Okay. So now here's the answers. You will not go until you have done your tests. Pay attention to the word have. Oh gosh. Pay attention to the word have. So here have, okay? Have done, so you're using past and past participle together. When she has cooked the cake, the guests will eat. Okay, the guests will eat. When I have done my homework, I will watch. Those ones are more clear. They will not leave until they have washed. Have washed. Past participle. Yes, past participle. Their clothes. When the doctor arrives, he will see the patients. Okay, the doctor arrives. Some of the words, notice that you're using exactly as they are, and some of the words you are adding have and changing the tense into a past tense. So, for example, here, do, you've changed it to done, and you've used the word have in front of it. Okay, past becomes past participle. Okay, so there you go. The last one, when she has finished the work, she can rest. Okay, so this stay the same. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and like my video as well. I'll see you next time, my next grammar lesson.